The champagne flute exploded against the hardwood, its golden contents seeping into grain like a secret spilled too soon. My fingers shook, not from the crash, but from the photograph crushed in my fist. A grainy shot of her, my fiancée, laughing in a dim bar, her hand resting on a stranger's thigh. The private investigator's report lay open on the coffee table, its page displayed like a confession I wasn't prepared to face. Her bachelorette party, just one night of freedom, she'd said. Her one rule, no cameras, no evidence. What happens tonight stays tonight. I believed her, but the ache in my chest screamed that belief had been a lie I'd told myself. The apartment felt stifling, heavy with the lavender perfume she'd worn that morning. I could still see her at the kitchen counter, auburn hair catching the sun as she kissed me goodbye before her weekend trip. Just the girls, she'd smiled, bright but fleeting, like a candle guttering before a storm. I hadn't questioned it. Why would I? Leia had always been my anchor, the person who steadied my chaos. But now, staring at that photo, I felt the floor crumbling beneath me. I dropped onto the couch, the leather groaning under my weight. My mind replayed every recent moment. The late-night text she brushed off as work stuff, the forced quality of her laughter, the extra glass of wine she poured herself each evening, eyes distant as she sipped. I'd blamed it all on wedding stress. 3 weeks to go until our big day. But the investigator's report told a different story. A hotel key card slipped into her purse, a man's voice whispering too close on a phone call she thought I hadn't overheard. Little fissures in our foundation, ignored until they widened into a chasm. Hiring a PI had felt like betraying her, betraying us. Yet that nagging voice in my head wouldn't quiet. And now, with the evidence before me, guilt clashed with rage. Had I pushed her to this? Was I too distant, too consumed by work? Or had she always been capable of it? Her love of mirage I'd chased for years? The front door clicked open and my heart lurched. Leia stepped inside, cheeks flushed in the autumn chill. Overnight bag slung over her shoulder. She froze at the sight of shattered glass. Then her eyes darted to the papers on the table. Her smile dissolved, replaced by something else. Fear? Guilt? I couldn't tell. Evan, what's this? Her voice was soft but edged, like velvet hiding a blade. I lifted the photo, my hand steadier now, even as my pulse roared. Care to explain? She set the bag down slowly, every movement measured, like someone trying to defuse a bomb. Where did you get that? Her eyes locked on the image. Not denial, not yet. Just stalling. A friend. I lied, the taste bitter on my tongue. I could admit I'd paid someone to follow her. Not yet. You said no recording devices, Leia, but someone broke your rule. Her lips parted, then closed again. She crossed her arms, her engagement ring catching the lamplight, a ring I'd chosen after months of searching, now mocking me. It's not what you think, she said finally, voice low, almost pleading. Then tell me what it is. My tone sliced through the quiet. Because from here it looks like you're touching another man, laughing with him, while I'm here planning our future. She flinched, and for a flicker I saw the Leia I loved, the one who cried at old movies, who left silly doodles on my desk. Then her face hardened. She stepped closer, eyes searching mine. You don't trust me, do you? The question landed like a punch. Trust, the word we built everything on, now crumbling. I did, I said, my voice cracking. Until this. She sank into the armchair opposite me, twisting her hands in her lap. That was Jake, she whispered. From college. He showed up at the bar. I didn't know he'd be there. Jake. The name hit like a stone. Her old boyfriend. The one she'd mentioned in passing. Always with a wistful tone she thought I didn't notice. And you just happened to end up with your hand on his thigh? I asked, hating the venom in my voice but powerless to stop it. It wasn't like that. She shot back quickly, defensive now. We were catching up. It was loud, crowded. I leaned in to hear him. It was nothing. Nothing. I gestured to the report. A hotel key card. Late night calls. Leia, do you think I'm stupid? Her eyes widened, then narrowed. You had me followed. The accusation cut the air like glass. You hired someone to spy on me. I looked away, shame rising like bile. I had to know. She laughed, a brittle, broken sound. You had to know, Evan? You could have asked me. You could have trusted me. Trusted you. I shot back, standing now, my voice rising. How? When you're sneaking around, lie about where you are, who you're with. I wasn't sneaking, she shouted, her composure cracking. I needed one night to feel like myself again. Not just your fiancé. Not just the perfect bride-to-be. Jake was there, and yeah, we talked, we laughed. It felt easy, but I didn't cross any line. The room spun. Easy. The word cut deeper than the photo. Our life, our love, was it supposed to be easy? Wasn't I enough? I wanted to scream, to demand an answer that made sense. All I managed was, why didn't you tell me? Her eyes glistened, tears threatening. Because I knew you'd react like this. I knew you'd see betrayal where there was none. I wanted to believe her. God, I wanted to. But the photo, the key card, the whispers clawed at me, refusing to let go. Then why the hotel key? I asked, my voice barely audible. She hesitated, just a fraction too long. It was a mix-up, she murmured, staring at the floor. The bartender handed it to me by mistake. I gave it back. A lie. I felt it in my bones, in the tightness of her shoulders, the way her fingers dug into her palms. But I didn't call her on it. Not yet. I needed more. Needed the truth to unravel slowly, like a thread pulled from a sweater. We stood there, silence thick with unspoken accusations. My mind raced, piecing together every late night, every guarded glance at her phone, the way she pulled away when I reached for her. Each fragment another puzzle piece, forming a picture I didn't want to see. I love you, Evan, she said suddenly, her voice raw. I swear I didn't betray you. But if you can't believe me, then what are we doing?